And here we are on the closing day of ADIPEC, and what a 4 days it has been. Christopher Hudson joins me now. Chris, you're here, you're still standing, absolutely wonderful. Tell me how it's been and give me some of those numbers.
Well, it's been an amazing 4 days, Eithne. We've seen thousands of people coming to the show this week. Our figure as of lunchtime today was 86,000 visits to the show, which is 10,000 more visits than we had in ADIPEC 2014. So an outstanding result. 23 country pavilions this year, 50% up on previous years, 2,400 abstracts, which was absolutely amazing. Our on-site surveys of business being done with the smaller companies is around $7 billion, and we're still counting that particular number. So a phenomenal success over the last 4 days. An hour or so to go, but we thoroughly enjoyed it.
And indeed, now this success, it didn't happen just by fluke. This is not your lucky day, Chris. A lot of work has gone into this, a lot of preparation. I mean, you've been working on this for about a year. And again, talk us through the collaborative partners here that have really made it all possible.
I mean, ADIPEC doesn't, you're quite right, doesn't happen on its own, and it is a collaboration of key industry stakeholders. So we're supported by the UAE Ministry. Our host partner, ADNOC, the Abu Dhabi National Oil Company, play a strategic role in driving this forward. But aside from that, we have an executive committee of NOCs and IOCs from across the planet. We have technical organising committees. We have city committees. We constantly test the content to make sure it's relevant to today and to the future.
And indeed, that content, I had tremendous feedback, particularly with regards to technical sessions. And many people saying that at this time, when the price is low, it's sharing the case studies, sharing, the technology and all of that. That's actually the knowledge sharing that's helping everybody. And part of the reason that they're learning something and bringing it back and hopefully implementing a better way to do business.
Yeah, absolutely. We are in a world of a new price. It is lower than it's ever been before. But what will get us through this is the technology and innovation on the floor plan. How do we source better solutions? Those technical sessions about education, how we do things better, will help us drive forward and understand what the future holds for us in the energy business.
What's the feedback you're getting from the exhibitors? I've talked to many of them, so I've been getting tremendous feedback from them here. But there's definitely a sense of business been done here, people believing this is the place to be right now. And also, ADIPEC is, truly on the global map as one of the biggest and the best.
Well, it is. It's certainly one of the largest in the world today. We are at a new global meeting point for the oil and gas professional. People come from around the world. We have something like 120 countries even represented at ADIPEC this week. So yes, it continues to grow. Yes, it's a new meeting point, and long may that continue.
Now, when we look at, you have the technical sessions, you have the breakfasts, you've put so much in place here. It's action-packed, it's information-led too, really. I think that, and a lot of people commenting on the quality of what's going on here. It's not just a conference, it's not just an exhibition. There's really great quality, and that's very important to you all, isn't it?
Absolutely. We work very hard with our partners at SPE on the technical content. We work hard with our key stakeholders to organise ministerial sessions. We had 9 ministers in this year from both the region and internationally. So ministers from Indonesia speaking this week, the minister from Japan was in this week. We launched our new Marine and Offshore Conference, which was absolutely fantastic. We launched a new marina area at ADIPEC. We're in one of the few venues in the world where we have water. We had ships on the water, over 85 companies over there, over 2,500 companies in ADIPEC right now. And that continues to grow. Our challenge is, how do we keep innovating? What do we do different? And how do we keep challenging ourselves to ensure that we enable the advancement of the world's oil and gas industry, especially in tough times? Those are the questions we ask ourselves. Those are the questions our stakeholders ask us. And together we create a truly outstanding platform.
So I've been at many ADIPECs over year, and every year we do say it's going to be bigger and it's going to be better. And it happens every year. Not alone is it just bigger, it actually turns out to be better, to be more content-led, to be more quality-driven. So what are you going to do next year?
Well, that's a great question, and if you can give me a couple of days, I'll probably give you some form of an answer. I think what's key for us is it's great to be big, it's great to be the best. I think our focus and that of our stakeholders is quality of content. What do we do that drives more delegates? What do we do that drives more visitors? How do we make it more accessible to more people? How do we promote in further parts of the world? So big is great, best is great. Actually, for what's most important for us is servicing those communities with really top quality content.
many of you regular and big supporters, of course, they've already booked their stands again. But is there any space left if we want to get in yet?
Yeah, there's certainly some space left. We're about 70% booked already for the November 2016 show, and it's between the 7th and the 10th of November next year. And of course, Abu Dhabi and the UAE will once again throw its doors open to ADIPEC. We would suggest book quickly. We have very limited space in this venue. It sells out very quickly. Of course, we will expand our marine and offshore area. So of course, if you're in that space of marine and offshore for the oil and gas industry, please also book quite quickly as well. Adipek.com is the place to go, or of course, please pick up the phone and call one of our sales guys. But 7th to the 10th of November 2016, we are without doubt the #1 show in the oil and gas industry in the Middle East, and put that Abu Dhabi date in your diary.